Yeah, today's class I'm going to explain. So, conventional testing, ad hoc testing, and exploratory testing. Okay, so today I'm going to explain these three topics. Okay, so here the conventional testing process. Okay, conventional testing means nothing but whenever we have the requirements, so we are going to perform conventional testing. Okay, whenever we have the requirements, then only we are going to perform conventional testing. Okay, whenever we don't have requirements, then we are going to perform ad hoc testing or exploratory testing. Okay, so in conventional testing, so here, first of all, we are going to start any project. So in conventional testing, I'm going to explain the conventional testing concept first. Conventional testing. So in conventional testing, initially what will happen? So we have given the sign off to the particular project. Okay. There is a one client is there. So with that client, so initially we had given some sign off. Sign off is nothing but a initial sign off. A project initial sign off. So once the sign off is completed, so project sign off is completed, then what we are going to do? So the BA team, our BA team will collect the requirements from the customer. Once the sign off is done between client and company, so after that, our BA team will collect the requirement from the customer. Okay. Between these two, we are taking one sign off. Sign off is done between our two companies. Okay. After sign off is completed, our BA team will collect the requirements. Okay. So there is a BA team is there. So BA team is nothing but we can call it a business analyst. Okay. Our BA team will collect the requirement from the customer. Okay. BA team will collect the requirement from the customer. Okay. And after receiving the requirement from the customer, so the requirements will be analyzing the requirements with BA team and the QA. Okay. So whatever the requirements we have received from the customer, those requirements will be reviewed by the BA team and the testing team. Okay. After reviewing the requirement, they have find out some gaps in the requirement. The BA team or testing team, they are going to find out some gaps in the requirement, and those gaps will be discussing with the client. Okay. After that, we can receive the updated requirement document. After identifying whatever the issues, those issues will be discussing with the client, and after that again we are receiving updated requirement document from the customer. So after that, the requirement will be sharing with the developers and as well as testers. The BA team, they are going to share the requirements with the developers and the testers. Now developers, they are going to write the development, and the testers, they are going to prepare the test cases. Okay. Whenever the development is completed, then the developers are deploying the application into testing environment. Okay. Now the testers, they are going to execute the test cases. Whatever the test cases they have prepared, they are going to execute the test cases. Okay. After executing, they find out some defects, and those defects will be assigned into the developers, and developers are going to fix those defects. and testers, again, they are going to perform retesting and regression testing. Okay, now this is, we can call it as conventional testing. Conventional testing means nothing but we have a requirements. The requirements, based on that requirements, so developers are going to prepare the code and testers are going to prepare the test cases, and developers are developing the application. They are deploying into testing environment, and testers are, whatever the test cases they have prepared, those will be executed by the testers. And while executing, they have find out some defects, and those defects will be reporting to the developer, and developer will fixing the defects. Testers are performing retesting and regression testing. So this process will be done whenever we have the requirements and whenever we are following this conventional approach. Okay, so conventional approach, or we can call it as scripted approach also. So for this one, we can call it as scripted approach also. Okay, we have script. Based on that script, we are going to write the code, write the test cases. So these things we are going to follow in the conventional approach. Okay, whenever we have the requirements, then only we are going to follow conventional approach. Okay, now you guys are understand what is conventional testing? Is there any confusion? Amit, Naresh?
No, sir.
Clear?
Yes.
Naresh, are you understand? Guys, please
Yes,
write.
sir.
If you
Yes,
have
sir.
any questions, please raise. If you are not understanding, then I'm going to explain one more time. That is not a problem. But concept is very, very important. Conventional testing means, see, in every project, we are going to perform conventional testing only. So the customer has given the requirements. We need to understand the requirement. After understanding, so while understanding, you guys are facing some issues in the requirement. Those will be discussing with the BA team. So BA team provide the proper requirement. After that, so we are going to, developers are going to develop the application. Okay, and testers are preparing the test cases as per the requirement. So these things, daily activities we are doing in the offices. Okay, now I'm going to provide the conventional testing process. Okay, so now you guys can see we have given sign off for the project. Okay, and after that, BA team will collect the requirements from the customer. Okay, and after that, BA team will give the requirements and parallelly BA and testers, BA team will give the requirements to QA team. Okay, parallelly BA and testers will analyze the requirements to find out any problem in the requirements. Okay, I'm going to mention BA team will give the requirements to QA and development team. Parallelly BA development team and testers will analyze the requirements and they can find some issues in the requirement. Okay, now testing and development team will participate in discussion with BA to write the test cases. Okay. Here I'm going to remove this one development because of I'm explaining here only testing part. Okay, write the test cases. Okay, now developers will write the code. Okay, and developers will deploy the build into QA environment. Okay, now testers will execute the test cases and report the defects to the developers. After fixing the defects, testers perform retesting and regression testing. Okay, so these things are happened in conventional testing. Means we have a step-by-step approach, guys. You guys can see we have the sign off. Okay, after that our BA team will collect the requirements. Based on that requirement, our QA team or BA team, they need to understand the requirement. If they find out any issues, we are going to discuss with the client. Okay, and after that testing team, the BA team will share the requirements with the development team and testing team. The developers are writing the code and testers are parallelly preparing the test cases. Whenever the development is completed, developers will deploy the build into testing environment. Now testers will execute the test cases and they can find out some defects and report into the developers. And developers are going to fix those defects. And after that, the testers, they are going to perform retesting and regression testing. Okay, so this is called conventional testing. Okay, now comes under ad hoc testing. Ad hoc approach. Okay, ad hoc approach is nothing but we can simply call it as, see, ad hoc testing when we are going to perform means, here I'm going to mention one question also. When we can perform ad hoc testing? Answer is whenever we don't have requirements. Whenever we don't have requirements, then we can perform ad hoc testing. Okay, whenever we don't have requirements, then we are going to perform ad hoc testing. See, ad hoc testing, what we are going to do means, like we are going to perform monkey testing. Okay, so for suppose, guys, if there is a one monkey is there, okay, for that monkey, you guys are given one keyboard. Okay, now how the monkey is pressing the keys in the keyboard?
As it likes, like somewhere or the other it will be pressing
randomly.
So it is pressing randomly. Why? Because monkey doesn't know ABC, right? Okay, monkey randomly pressing the any ABCs. Okay, the monkey is pressing XYZ or PQ or something, anything. Okay, so in ad hoc testing also, we are going to perform random testing. Okay, random testing we are going to perform. See, in ad hoc testing, our responsibility is to break down the application. As a tester, our responsibility is to break down the application. But we need to understand how we need to perform ad hoc testing. See, ad hoc testing mainly most of the times, the testers are mainly heavily depends on their creativity. Okay, testers are depends on their creativity or past experience or past domain experience. Okay, see, some of the peoples, they have domain experience, like they are working on banking domain, they are working on insurance domain, they are working on different types of domain. Okay, if you guys are working in the same domain, okay, previously we guys are working on banking domain, now we are going to perform one banking application, so you have already experience. Okay, you know how to break down the application. Okay, and also like interest, passion. Okay, some of the peoples, they have some interest, like how to break down that application. Okay, they are very much interested so to break down the applications. So most of the peoples, they are thinking, so I need to find out defects in that particular application. Okay, so those type of peoples, they are going to perform ad hoc testing. Okay, ad hoc testing mainly depends on the tester's creativity and the tester's past experience and knowledge on the applications and their memory on the past events. Past event means they have worked on the same projects in previous also. And also, so passion and interest on conducting the ad hoc testing. Passion and conducting the ad hoc testing. Okay. And also, see, in ad hoc testing, how we are going to perform ad hoc testing? How we are going to perform means, see, we don't have any requirements. We don't have any test cases. Okay. So they are giving the application directly, and as a tester, you guys need to directly dive into the application. Directly dive into the application. After dive into the application, testers, they need to learn the application at the same time. So they need to break down the application. Okay, they need to dive into the application. In ad hoc testing, how we are doing means, see, we don't have these things, we are not following in ad hoc testing because of, see, whenever we have requirements, then only we are going to follow these things. Okay, if you don't have requirements, you are not going to write any single test case also. Okay, so directly they are giving the application into testing environment. So now you guys need to directly perform testing on the application. Directly dive into the application and you need to learn the application and you need to break down the application. You need to break down the application. So this is the ad hoc testing process. This is the ad hoc testing process. Okay, so here there are some advantages and disadvantages also there in ad hoc testing. The advantages are, so quick bug finding. So we can find out the defects early in the ad hoc testing, and also simultaneously learning the application and simultaneously executing the application. Okay, now we are doing, so whenever the application is deployed into testing environment, we are executing the application and simultaneously we are learning the application, how the functionalities are working. Okay, and there are some drawbacks also there. The drawbacks is nothing but a no prevention. So it is only reactive method. See, where we have started and where we have ended the testing, we doesn't know. Because of, if you have the test cases, you know where you have started and where you have ended. But you don't have test cases here. Okay, so that is the reason where we have started the testing and where we have ended the testing, we doesn't know. Okay, and there is no guarantee, and see, 100% testing coverage we cannot cover in ad hoc testing. Okay, we cannot give 100% assurance we have completed 100% testing. Why? Because we don't have requirements. We don't have requirement. So that is the reason we cannot guarantee we have covered 100% coverage. Okay, see, if per suppose you guys are missing some defects, the client will find out some defects. So they are asking why you guys are missing. You guys can say that, see, actually we don't have requirements. Okay, so that is the reason we are missing this type of defects. But see, in conventional testing, if you guys are missing any defects, you need to give the proper reason why you guys are missing those defects. Okay, you guys are understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the next one we can call it as like I'm going to provide one scenario in Adhoc testing. Okay, in Adhoc testing, what will happen? See, in my one of the project, so one girl was joined. Okay, one female was joined in my project. So I think she is having 5 years of experience. She is having 5 years of experience. So in my project, I have assigned some task to her. Okay, write the test cases in that particular project. Okay, she was saying, I don't know how to write the test cases. Okay, I don't have experience on test cases preparation, but I can do Adhoc testing. Okay, I can do Adhoc testing. So now what I am doing means, so we have already completed testing in conventional testing. Okay, for my project, we have completed testing. Our team members are testing conventional testing in my project. Okay, so that project I have assigned to this girl to perform Adhoc testing. Okay, now she was identifying 5 critical defects on that particular application. Okay, so we have done conventional testing, but still she was identifying 5 critical defects while performing the Adhoc testing. Okay, so after that, what we have done means, so I was connected with my all the team members and we have discussed, guys, we have done the conventional testing, but still we are missing 5 critical defects. Okay, so you guys need to write a effective test cases now onwards. Okay, so we have discussed these things. See, every project we are going to see, we are performing conventional testing. After performing conventional testing, at the end of the stage, we are going to perform Adhoc testing also. We can do some random testing if you guys are find out any issues after completion of our testing. Okay, so this is the way we are going to perform this Adhoc testing. You guys are clear with the Adhoc testing? And in interviews, they are going to give some examples like they are going to provide uh, Flipkart or Amazon application. For suppose, I'm going to provide Flipkart applications to you. Okay, how you guys are going to perform testing on Flipkart application? Okay, you guys need to perform Adhoc testing on Flipkart application. I'm giving the Flipkart applications to you. Okay, now how you guys are going to perform Adhoc testing?
Uh, like we can type anything in the search bar, like any product, and we can check whether it is working or not. And
Hmm.
when we click on logo, whether it is working or not. When
Hmm.
we click on cart, it is going to cart page or not.
Hmm. So, but this is wrong.
Okay.
Okay. See, what is happening if we don't have requirements, but at least they are going to provide some demo, right? So what their expectations? See, customer, they are expecting something, right?
Yes.
Okay. So without, see, for suppose if you guys are visiting any hospital, okay. So in the hospital, you cannot say something. Okay. What is your problem? You did not explain. So you are saying, please check me.
Okay.
What they are going to check?
Nothing.
So first, you need to expect something, right? See, I have some stomach pain or I have some back pain. So like this, you need to explain something, right?
Yes.
Okay. In the Adhoc testing also, if in interviews they are going to give these type of questions. Why? Because you guys are understanding the requirement or not. They are expecting something. Okay, so they are giving any application, you know those applications. So most of the times in the interviews, they are going to provide Flipkart or Amazon application. You guys are thinking they are giving easy application, we can easily explain. But The first question is you guys need to ask, you know what is Amazon application, what is Flipkart application, but still you guys need to ask what is the customer expectation.
Okay.
Okay, they are asking, so they are saying that what is customer expectation. Now they need to explain my customer expectation is I need to book a one order. So now you can start. If they are not saying, then you can leave it. Okay, so why? Because see, Amazon, Flipkart, you know those application. But if some application, if I'm going to provide any some other application, like I'm giving insurance application, you don't know about insurance application. Now, how you guys are going to explain? Is it possible?
No.
Is it possible, guys?
No, no.
So without knowing the application, you cannot explain them. Okay, so that is the reason. So whenever, see, if that is a conventional testing or a dark testing, anything, first we need to understand the requirement. Here, what you guys are doing. So here you can see the conventional testing, what you guys are doing. So first of all, we guys are receiving the requirements and you guys are understanding the requirement, right? So after understanding, you find out some defects and then only you guys are going to start. See, any type of project, they are going to follow conventional testing or they are going to follow Adhoc testing, any testing. Initially, the client provide the demo. The client provide the demo. So in the demo, they are going to explain what customer expectations. They are going to explain their expectation and based on their expectation, we need to perform application testing. Understand? This question, remember guys, this question is very, very important. In interviews, they are going to provide directly one application. They are saying you can perform Adhoc testing. But don't explain directly the application flow. You need to ask first question, what is the customer expectation? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm going to provide what is Adhoc approach. Okay. Testers, sorry, monkey testing. We are going to perform monkey testing. Monkey testing is nothing but a random testing. I am going to mention that one also. Random testing. Okay. So testers will heavily depends on their creativity. Okay. And testers will heavily depends on their past experience, past experience and knowledge. And testers will heavily depends on their memory on past events. Testers will conduct ad hoc testing based on passion, interest to conduct ad hoc testing. Okay. And ad hoc testing process. So how the process is like this. Testers will heavily, testers will dive into the application. Testers will learn the application. testers will break the application. Break is nothing but a find out the defects gets. Don't think break is something else. Okay, break is nothing but a to find out the defects in the application. Okay, and advantages of ad hoc testing. Okay, so one is quick bug finding. The second one is simultaneously learning the application and execute the application. Simultaneously learning the application and simultaneously executing the application. Disadvantages. Disadvantages of ad hoc testing. Okay. No prevention. It's only reactive method. There is no guarantee that testing team is covered 100% coverage. Okay. Yeah, I had given one scenario, right? The scenario I'm going to provide scenario one. Okay. So in one of the my project, testing team performed conventional testing and identifying defects reported to developers and dev team fixed it. Okay. During last day of execution, test lead asked testers to perform ad hoc testing. Okay, and testers identified 5 critical defects while performing ad hoc testing. On the last day. Okay, now after that I mentioned we have conducted one meeting. So in the meeting we have discussed we need to write effective test cases from next releases. Okay, here I'm going to mention one note point. Ad hoc testing may help to discover defects which are not covered during the conventional testing. Okay, so which are not covered, we can find out in the ad hoc testing. Okay, so that is the reason once our conventional testing is completed on the final day, we are going to perform this ad hoc testing also. So any type of projects. Okay, guys, clear? Any questions?
Sir, on Flipkart, how can we perform Adhoc testing?
So Flipkart, you need to understand first requirement. Okay, so requirement is nothing but a customer expectation. So in Flipkart, what you are going to do? You are ordering something product, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so see, nowadays you are using that application, you know. Okay, if you doesn't know Flipkart application, okay, how you are going to perform without understanding? Is it possible? I think I'm giving one example. You have any knowledge in insurance application?
No, sir.
Uh, no, you don't have any knowledge in insurance application. For suppose if I'm going to ask, guys, you guys need to perform insurance application Adhoc testing. What you guys are going to do? You guys are going to perform Adhoc testing directly?
No.
What you guys are doing?
What exactly we need to test? We need to ask you.
So first you need to ask, right?
Yes.
See, but if I'm giving Amazon applications to you, you need to perform Adhoc testing. Now what you guys are going to do? You guys are going to ask. You guys are not asking, right? So because of Amazon application.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are directly starting the Adhoc testing. Okay, so that is the reason whenever somebody was asking, you guys need to perform Adhoc testing. So then you ask first, what is your expectation on that particular application, so that we can start testing. Okay, Naresh, in that Flipkart application, how you guys are going to perform Adhoc testing means, first you can ask the customer, what is the expectation? They are going to explain, my expectation is, if I'm going to order some product, that product is I can able to complete the booking or not. Okay, now if they are saying, so I need to book an order, so you can start. So there is a Flipkart application. In that Flipkart application, we have a search form. In that search form, I'm going to search some of the product. What is the product I need? I need a iPhone mobile. So I'm searching the iPhone mobile. So iPhone mobile related results are displaying on the search form or not. Okay, you guys need to select. So there are some filters are there, lot of filters are there. So based on that filters, you can select the price or color or something else. Okay, after that you guys need to select that particular product, and whenever you clicking on that particular product, the page is redirecting to add to cart page. So in the add to cart page, you guys need to verify what is the search criteria you have selected and what is the mobile phone you have selected and the color. Those things you guys need to verify in the add to cart page. After that, you guys need to click on book now button. The page is redirecting to booking page. You guys need to provide your details. So whatever the customer address, contact number, name, okay, and the payment section, you guys need to enter the payment details, all these things. And finally, you guys are clicking on make booking button. So then the page is redirecting to confirmation page. So in the confirmation page, you guys need to check. You guys are receiving email notification or mobile notification. So this is the way you guys need to explain. If they are asking, so my expectation is I need to book the one product. Okay, if they are not saying, so they are not giving the requirements, then no need to explain. Are you understand, Naresh? Now clear how we are going to perform Adhoc testing? And Amit, you both are clear?
Yes, sir. Clear from mine.
Naresh, I think you have asked the question. So how we can perform Flipkart? Are you clear?
I
Still any
guess
confusion?
he got dropped out, sir, due to some internet issue. I guess.
Okay, fine. Okay, so this is um, conventional testing and ad hoc testing. Okay, and we have one more testing, exploratory testing. Okay, exploratory testing. Exploratory testing. So what is mean by explore? Amit, what is mean by explore?
Like knowing something.
So explore means nothing but we can call it as simply explore the application. Okay, if there is a application, I'm giving it to you. You need to explore the application. How we guys are going to explore? So we are going to explore. So if I'm going to click on one button where the page is redirecting. Okay, so what are the fields are there? Okay, what are the links are there? If I'm going to click on that link, where the link is redirecting. Okay, if I'm clicking on some menus, what are the options are available? Okay, in that menus, I'm clicking on some option. So where that particular option is redirecting. Okay, like this, we are going to explore the application. Like this, we are going to explore the application. So from end to end flow. So from starting to ending, we are exploring the application. Now, nowadays, you guys are using Flipkart, Amazon, your own. Okay, nobody has provided any demo to you. But how you guys are doing? While exploring, you guys are doing exploration. Okay, exploratory testing. You guys have done some exploration on that particular application. So that is the reason you guys are able to use that particular application. Okay, so in that exploratory testing also, we need to explore the application. So what are the functionalities are there? Whenever I'm clicking on this button, where the button is redirecting to me. Okay, if I'm clicking on links, where the link is redirecting. If I'm clicking on menus, what are the options are available? So with that options, if I'm clicking on that options, what are the fields are displaying? Okay, these things you guys need to explore. Okay, while exploring, what you guys need to do is you guys need to prepare one document. Okay, what are the scenarios are coming? Like, so if there is one link is there. So if you guys are clicking on that link, so you need to mention this is the link and I'm clicking on this link. The page is redirecting to somewhere. The page name you guys need to mention. Okay, if you guys are clicking on some menus, so in that menus, like these are the menus, we can simply say that. So menus, under that, what are the options are available? Okay, if in this menus, I'm clicking on this menu, so where the application is redirecting. Okay, like this, what you guys need to understand, you guys need to understand the application and you guys need to add those scenarios into one document. You guys need to document those scenarios. After that, what you guys need to do? Again, you guys need to execute whatever the scenarios you guys are find out while performing exploratory testing. Okay, so here also in exploratory testing also we don't have requirements, guys. Okay, exploratory ad hoc testing, we don't have requirements. Whenever we don't have requirements, then only we are going to perform ad hoc and exploratory testing. Okay, so are you understand? See, if there are no requirements, then we are going to perform exploratory and ad hoc testing. In exploratory testing, mainly we are exploring the application. While exploring, so we need to document what are the scenarios we are go through. Okay, while go through the application, you guys need to document the scenarios. What are the scenarios are coming? Okay, those scenarios you guys need to document. After that, again, you guys need to execute those scenarios again. Okay, so this is called exploratory testing. Okay, so in exploratory testing, so like the exploratory testing is nothing but some time consuming process. So there are some drawbacks are there. Exploratory testing. See, exploratory testing, it will take some time. Why? Because you guys need to simultaneously learning the application, simultaneously exploring the application. You guys need to prepare the document and again, that document you guys need to execute. So it is some time taking process. Okay. So if you guys are find out any defects, we doesn't know that is a valid defect or not. Why? Because we don't have requirement. Why? Because we don't have requirement. So that is the reason, that is some little bit confusion. So we have find out valid defects or not. So we need to understand. Okay, so these things are happened. Those are the some drawbacks on that particular exploratory testing. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm going to provide some notes. Okay, so exploratory testing. We have to explore the application, understand completely, and test it. Okay, understand the application, identify all possible scenarios and document it, then use it for testing. Okay, so while understanding the application, so you guys need to identify what are the all possible scenarios, and those scenarios we need to document, and after some time we need to test those scenarios. Okay, and we do exploratory testing. Exploratory testing when the application is ready, but there is no requirement. Application is ready, but there are no requirements. Test engineer will do exploratory testing when no requirement is given by the customer. Okay, and drawbacks of exploratory testing. Okay, you might understand any feature as a bug or any bug as a feature. Might understand any feature as a bug or any bug as a feature, since you do not have requirements. Okay, and this is a time consuming process. Time consuming. Okay, if there is any bug is in the application, you will never know about it. Okay, so why? Because I mentioned the first point. You guys are find out that is a defect. That defect we can call it as a feature, or any feature we can call it as a bug, or bug is in call it as a feature. Okay, so there is a little bit confusion because of we don't have requirements. Okay, so are you clear with this one?
Yes, sir.
No. So this is the today's class. Okay, tomorrow we are going to discuss some other topics, like there is a globalization testing and localization testing is there. So tomorrow I am going to explain localization testing and globalization testing. Okay.